New tonight, for many people, researching their family history can be difficult, and for some, it's emotional. Just imagine finding out so many things about your long-lost relatives, but many people say it's always fulfilling.
Yeah, that's because they're answering a lot of questions, and that was certainly the case for Fox Carolina morning reporter Will Jones, who has really an incredible story to share.
It started with an ancestry DNA test I took on the genealogy website 23andMe. On this site, Bernice Bennett of Maryland sent me a message saying that our DNA results showed we were distant relatives, but she didn't know where our family lines connected. Bernice told me she would be in the upstate soon and wanted to meet. We met at Fox Carolina Studios.
Hello? Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Look at him. He looks like my son.
Bernice is a longtime genealogist with an amazing story to tell about her roots in South Carolina. That story took us about 2 hours away to Edgefield, South Carolina, home of the late Senator Strom Thurmond. A statue of the senator looks over the town square. Here we met Bernice's friend, Abbeville resident Dr. Connie Timmerman McNeil.
Every time we meet, we're in each other's arms and holding hands.
Bernice and Connie's friendship began in the summer of 2004 here at the Old Edgefield District Genealogical Society, where Connie then served as president. Bernice came to learn more about the Kemp side of her family. Connie helped her with her research and discovered a piece of her own family history too, entangled with Bernice's, right here in Edgefield. Connie recalls that moment.
It's like, how is she going to accept this?
But Connie faced history and allowed Bernice to do the same.
In a way, I was happy because I found them, but sad in a way because I had to face that reality that they were enslaved.
Not only the reality that her ancestors were enslaved, but also one of the descendants of their slave owners, the Kemps, was sitting right in front of her, Connie, with the documents to prove it all, including how much her ancestors were worth. On this estate document, Bernice's great-great-grandfather, Andrew, was valued at $400. He was only a child at the time.
That's hard because you have to accept the fact that your family members were counted along with the cattle, the furniture, the silverware. I mean, they were property.
Now the only value that these descendants of the white Kemps and the black Kemps attach to each other is that of friend, who were brought together by their passion for genealogy, but they're still fully aware of the dark period in American history that their ancestors shared.
It's important to embrace it, to understand it, to move forward.
But she accepted it, and we kid each other about being the Kemp girls.
When these two get together, you'll never know what they'll uncover. They had a surprise for me about my roots in South Carolina. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, but my maternal grandparents, Louis Jabert and Bolly Williams, were from Abbeville County. Bernice and Connie found my great-great-grandfather, John Williams, in census records. They told me John was born into slavery in the 1840s in Abbeville, but that was just the beginning.
There comes the big surprise. Ready? Mm-hmm. You ready? He is a member of the U.S. Colored Troop.
Wow. Yeah. How'd you all find that out?
I just said that 3 hours. Your ancestor was he was in the 5th United States Colored Heavy Artillery, and he was stationed in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Here he is, Abbeville, South Carolina. He enlisted March 1st, 1864.
Wow.
The regiments of the Union Army that were composed of black men were called the United States Colored Troops. 185,000 black soldiers served in the Union Army during the Civil War, fighting for their freedom.
The past has a lot to do with your future. And when you find this greatness, whatever you can make it, you know, I think that it does help you. It does give you that sense of accomplishment, sense of encouragement that you know you can go forward. If they could do it, you could do it too.
A legacy that I am proud to carry on. In Edgefield, Will Jones, Fox Carolina News Tonight.
Fascinating stuff. And Bernice and Connie, though not sure how Will's great-great-grandfather got to Mississippi, they believe he was taken there by his owner, and while he was there, he joined the Union Army. Will's great-great-grandfather returned to Abbeville County in the 1870s as a free man. So a lot that Will was able to uncover thanks to those fine ladies there.
Isn't that amazing? And I talked to Will a little bit about this. This really touched him. You know, to find this information out came as a total surprise, really connected him so much to this area as well, and a little bit more about that history and that proud history that he has.
And the older you get, the more important your family history is to you. I've found that.
Yeah, and it is amazing with all the websites out there now and all the information online that you can really kind of become a detective on your own and find out things like this.
And speaking of that, tonight we do have some tips for you if you want to learn more about your family history.
Right, the website FamilySearch.org says first you should write down what you know. Just start there. Next, look for information in your home. Look for diaries. Look for family Bibles, heirlooms, pictures, even legal documents. And finally, interview family members. This is so important. As family gets older, sit down with them. Ask a lot of questions. If you want to learn more about researching your family history, that's the best thing to do, to start there. And then also head over to foxcarolina.com and click on the As Seen On section for more information.
And Kendra and Diana were so relieved tonight to find out that in no way are they related to me.
Somehow I knew a joke like that was coming.
Maybe we're all cousins or something somewhere down the line.